I think we are making here something really big. People from all over the world talking about their bikes, which don't have to be the super duper newest Di2 Dura Ace components, even though you are welcome here with the high-end stuff, that's for sure. But for example, today, Cobra Kyle, thank you so much, man, is talking about his bike spec'd with pretty low Shimano group set. By the way, I had the same exact group set on my Cannondale Cat 8. I abused it in Iceland and it was just reliable and lovely, just as you are saying. So let's see what Cobra Kyle has to say about his bike, which was not a project built, but just bought, bargain, used bike, cool stuff. And then at the end of this episode, I'm gonna tell you a little bit more about this project and I'm gonna invite you all guys to join us here.
Hello Danny and all the Sick Biker viewers. My name is Cobra Kyle. And this is my bike. It's a 2014 Specialized Allez Elite. I picked this up at the end of 2014 used on Craigslist. This is my first road bike. I've always ridden mountain bikes. And in 2014 I decided, I want to try road biking as well. I looked around San Antonio where I live on Craigslist. I couldn't find a bike in my size. I ride a 58 centimeter frame. I'm about 6'1", so I needed a pretty tall frame. I couldn't find one on Craigslist for my price range, so I was getting a little discouraged and I started looking in other cities, Austin, Houston, and Dallas. I ended up finding this on the Dallas Craigslist page, which is about a 5-hour drive. I emailed the guy. He was a little reluctant to meet me. He thought I was a scammer. I guess he had had some scams, and I've had those emails too when I'm selling stuff, I live far away, but I totally have the money and I will come give it to you. So he was a little reluctant, but after some convincing and talking to him on the phone, he realized I'm a real person with real money, not a mugger, not a criminal that he knows of. So I made the drive to Dallas one day, met him in a parking lot in Denton, Texas, which is just a suburb of Dallas. He pulled it out, I saw the bike, and the color scheme and everything I thought was just brilliantly perfect. And I knew this was the bike that I wanted. I didn't even ride it. I didn't even test ride it. Because like I said, this is my first road bike, so I was a little nervous riding in front of someone else. And it was like a busy parking lot, so I didn't feel like dying due to ignorance. But I looked it over. He had bought it brand new for about, I think, $1,400, he said. He only rode it on a couple social rides and realized road biking is not for him. So lucky me, I picked this up for $700, which I think is a great deal. I still think it's a good deal. So that's the story. I got it home, I started riding it. I immediately noticed how much faster I was than on a mountain bike. I always thought it was that I could be just as fast on a mountain bike as a road biker. I was wrong. So I felt like I was a rocket on this thing. The components on it, it's a full Tiagra group set. I don't have any problems with Tiagra. Like, I know a lot of people don't like it, or they say it's not as good as 105, which they'd be right, but it's not bad. It's not a bad group set. I haven't had any problems with it. My chain slipped off a few times, but all in all, I've never had any real issues with the group set. The wheels, they're heavy. They're just generic Axis Classic 2.0 wheels. They're fine. I don't race, so I don't need a lightweight wheel set that I can't afford. They take a lot of abuse. They hold up well. They're reliable. They're true. I've never trued them, but they still roll straight. They're sturdy. I jump off a lot of curbs and stuff, and they hold up great. It's a full aluminum frame. If you couldn't tell by the price range, it does have a carbon fork. Pretty standard at this price point. And we have the full speed ahead tempo cranks. I don't know if those are good or not. I like them. They have a lot of scratches and scuffs on them. I mean, I ride this a lot. I ride pretty hard. The pedals on it, I put these dual purpose pedals on. I think they're from Performance Bike. They do clip in on one side and they're flats on the other because I like to ride both depending on what I'm doing. If I'm riding by myself, going fast, obviously I'm clipped in. Social rides, riding with friends, if we're just doing a casual ride, I like to wear flats. So these pedals have been great for that. Other upgrades I've done, this saddle, it's actually off my brother's mountain bike, because the original saddle it came with, I was riding on a group ride and the tip of the saddle broke. It just completely snapped off. I must be fat. I don't know if I'm too heavy for it or something, but it snapped off. The back part fell off. So I did finish the ride 10 miles with no seat. It was a fun challenge, standing the whole time, and it was a great conversation starter. I met at least one friend that night based on that. Other upgrades, the brake pads I just did. I had Shimano pads in there. I switched them out to the Cool Stop salmon pads. I guess they're better for wet conditions, I read, so I just tried them out. So far, so good. I actually made a review video on them on my channel, so if you care about brake pads, go ahead and check that out. Other things, I did the bar tape. I switched it to pink. They were black. I think this looks great. I love this color scheme. It's got this 90s like Zach Morris vibe to it, I think. I love it. I'm so happy I went with pink. That's about it as far as upgrades. Upgrades in the future, I don't have that many plans for it. I'm pretty satisfied with the way it is. I'm not trying to get the lightest bike in the world. I'm not trying to be the fastest guy in the world. I just love riding this bike and enjoy it. It's got about 5,000 miles on it that I've put on. So it's seen a lot of use. It's seen a lot of different paths, trails, streets. I took it to New York, did the 5-borough bike tour, had the time of my life. Took it to Big Bend National Park, did one of the hardest climbs I've ever done. First and last time probably. And then I've got a few accessories, just saddlebag with extra tubes, tire levers, multi-tool. This light is amazing. It's the Axiom Laser 600. It lights up the entire street. Cars don't like it, but I don't care as long as they see me. I'm not dying. I don't want to get hit by a car. Oh, one more upgrade I have. The tires. The tires are upgraded to the Specialized S-Works Turbo. They're in I think a 25C. I'm sorry, it's a 700 by 26C. I do like the wider tires. I've ridden a couple 23s and it wasn't for me. Everything's pretty basic on this bike, but I mean, it serves its purpose. It gets me to work sometimes. I ride it to work every now and then. It keeps me somewhat in shape. But most of all, I have fun on it. And that's really what a bike is for. I don't think I'm going to start racing anytime soon, so I'm pretty content with this bike. If I were to upgrade anything, it would definitely be the wheels. I know that's a big upgrade on any bike. Unfortunately, it's a little expensive for me to upgrade the wheels. A lot of the wheel sets I've looked at are more expensive than this bike, or worth more than this is worth anymore. This bike's probably worth $300 to $400 now. So if I were going to upgrade the wheels, I'd probably just save the money and get a brand new bike, like a carbon frame. But I don't think I could ever get rid of this bike. Like it's been so good to me. It's reliable. I've never had any huge mechanical failures with it. So I mean, this thing is amazing. I love this bike. Thank you so much, Danny, for this opportunity to show off the bike. I think it's really cool you're doing this. I think your viewers like it too. So if you do post this, thank you so much, man. Like this is cool. Subscribe to Sick Biker. If you're not, if you're seeing this, go ahead and subscribe to Danny's channel. It's great. You'll see a lot of great content. He does mountain bikes and road bikes, so that's cool. And if you do want to see this bike a little more, I make quite a few videos about it on my channel, Cobra Kyle. Again, Danny, thank you so much for this opportunity, and we'll see you soon, man.
I really like it. Thank you so much, Cobra Kyle. People, check out his channel. He's doing some crazy stuff on that bike. You will see. And you all are invited to this project. So how you can do it, just like Cobra Kyle did, you can talk about the bike. You don't have to be seen on the video. Just show us the bike. If we have good lighting, we can hear you and it's stable. That's pretty much enough. So if you tell us how tall you are, and what's the size of the bike, that's helpful. If you tell us what's the weight of the bike, how much did you pay for it, what's reliable, what's not, it is so good, and it's no BS, which I really love, and I'm trying to do that on my channel as well. And also, don't do the video in the vertical position, do it in the horizontal position so that it will fit the screen, because I already got some videos like that. So this is just the best. If you can have your smartphone on some stable thing, that's the best. You can do it from your hand. If you do it really slowly, it looks just cool. So guys, sickbikerdanny@gmail.com, waiting for your uploads. See you soon. Bye bye.